Hi, my name is Shagufta Ayman, and in this presentation, my team and I would be analyzing Lamesley Childcare and their issues on staff satisfaction and retention. Then we would present some of our recommendations which should address these challenges. So, Lamesley Childcare is a registered charity established in June 1992 by John Alexanders to help parents balance work and family commitments by providing quality, fun-filled childcare during school holidays. And there are three components of Lamesley Childcare: child development support, good quality assurance, and continuous staff improvement. And there are services of Lampstead Childcare. It provides breakfast from 7:30 a.m. to 8:20 a.m. for £5 20 pence per session, and after school clubs provides after school clubs for children, provides engage with creative and challenging activities like cooking, messy play, games, and many more for £8 70 pence per session. And Lampstead Childcare also provides holiday childcare service by taking children to cinemas, beach, and organize special events for £22 per session. And the market segmentation of Lampsley Childcare it is a strategy that involves the division of a large market into segments of consumers with different needs, characteristics, or behavior which might require separate marketing policies. There are like infant schools for 4 to 7 years, and junior schools and primary schools like 5 to 11 years. Lamsley Childcare stakeholders mapping analysis is like stakeholders mapping can be defined as the identification of individuals, groups, and organizations who are affected by or can affect those parts of the phenomenon. Interest of stakeholders and influence power of stakeholders, high power, low interest of NHS, and high power, high interest in Ofsted board of directors, managers, and schools, and low power, low interest for children, and low power, high interest for parents and employees. Um, thank you. Next person will be taking the.
Okay, my name is Gabriel. I'll be taking you to the industry. So when it comes to industry, the purpose of the industry is to emphasize on young children learning through practice and offers them opportunity for them to play through and then direct learning, give them direct learning too. They have types of the daycare. We have the child minders, we have the child care, and on non-domestic premises. We have home childcare and then childcare on domestic premises with about 33,700, 27,400, 9,700, 200, respectively by 31st August 2021. When it comes to the number of childcare homes, we have the approximately 72,000, but then it dropped in 2021 because of the COVID to 72,000, yeah, in 2021. Next slide, please. Now, when we talk about the size of the industry had a value of 3.581 billion in 2022, and then 2.824 billion in 2021. Now, the employees around 2022 were about 832,000, and then people worked, as in 832,000 people working in the childcare industry, but then it dropped to 802,000 in 2021. Now, the growth, when it comes to the growth, the industry witnessed a negative growth in rate around 21.14 in 2021. Now, when it comes to the SWOT analysis, when it comes to the strength, the Lamsley offers variety of service, and it has a professional and experienced staffs. Comes to their weakness, employees are not included in decisions, and there are bad communications, which increase high turnover. When it comes to opportunities, it's one of the largest and longest establishments in childcare provider. And then when it comes to threats, that's the legal issues and competitors. When it comes to the political factors, UK has a political stability and a progressive government. It also has, when it comes to the economy, it has one of the largest population and is the fifth largest when it comes to GDP in the world. It has a diversified, economy. When it comes to the social factors, it has high standard of living, and then there's also a system where people work from home because of the COVID. So they don't really take their children to the daycare. They rather take care of them back in the house. They have the 4 in number of children that's under 12 years attending the daycare. When it comes to the technology, there's also a technology development, and then the rate of technology diffusion is also high. When it comes to employment factors, there should be an introduction of recycling and then attitude towards the ecological product. When it comes to legal factors, there are also health and safety laws, and then they have a discriminatory law. Next person will continue.
Thank you. My name is Rafik. Now I'm talking about the challenges with staff satisfaction and staff retention. Staff satisfaction can be defined as how an employee is pleased with his position of or role of employment. While staff retention can be referred to as a procedure in which an organization employees are encouraged to remain with the organization for a longer period of time. So moving on to the childcare sector challenges with staff satisfaction and staff retention. One of the challenges is actually staff feeling undervalued. The experience of working during the pandemic had increased the likelihood of some staffs leaving the sector, and this has been a major challenge to the sector. The second challenge is inadequate pay for staffs. Private-owned school owners also find it difficult to pay staffs above the minimum wage given by the government. Then lastly, poor funding of early year schools. Over the years, whenever the government roll out schemes to schools, they tend to leave the early years when they roll out schemes, and this has been a major challenge to the sector. So moving on to the reason for declining motivation. Maslow hierarchy of needs states that a 5-tier model of human needs must be satisfied before individual can attend to needs higher up. So the following are the 4 key reasons for a declining motivation in an organization. The first is shortage of development opportunities, then unsuitable working environments, lack of career progression, and lastly, unrealistic workload. All these factors that I mentioned that are reasons for declining motivation that can affect an organization. How to enhance staff satisfaction and staff retention. In order for an organization to maintain its stability, growth, and revenue, it is very important that the organization adapt a successful employee retention. One of the ways in which an organization can enhance its staff satisfaction and retention is standard of communication. Employees need to know how they fit into the overall purpose of an organization. Then secondly, employee diversity, inclusion, and integration. A diverse population within an organization workforce is beneficial for the company. People from different ethnicity, different race, and the likes. Then the third factor is employee training and development. Training and development motivates employees to remain loyal to the organization and also create a cohesive workforce. When an organization organizes trainings for staffs in order to help them grow, it actually helps employees to remain loyal to the organization, and also it can also make the organization to also retain them in the organization as well. Then lastly, we have assessment of employee credentials and work history. It is important for an employee to be fit, compatible with the people and the organization, meaning it is important for an employee to also have a likely mind that works with the organization roles, vision, and also the mission. The next person that will be presenting is Ina. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Hina and I'm going to talk about the recommendations. The first one here is create staff development schemes. Employees generally enjoy working in an environment, so they have to be encouraged with the incentives and very good amount of wages. And the next one is feedback system implementation. The staff should be collecting feedback once in 15 to 20 days or in every month with the parent so that they can focus on the child. The next one is build co-worker relationship. The employees, the staff should be build a very healthy relationship among themselves so that they can discuss about the subject very thoroughly and share the knowledge what they have among themselves. The next slide will be continued by Olumide.
So hello everyone, my name is Olumide and I will be talking about a business plan. So the aim of this business plan is to improve staff satisfaction and staff retention in Lamesley Childcare. And we've come up with some strategies, which the first one is to draw an agreement form that iterates the goals, the missions and objectives of the company and encourage staff to sign this agreement. The next one is to make available an anonymous feedback form for staff members. Then the third one is to plan for short weekly meetings to address issues, encourage staff, and recognition for their good performance. The fourth one is quarterly award events to staff with outstanding contributions to the team. This will encourage staff members to do more for the team. And the fifth one is to set up fun outings and events that will build healthy relationships among employees. Also, we have the biannual training for management staff. And the last one is the annual professional development training certifications for employees. And this is a Gantt chart that we've drafted out that would fulfill all these strategies that we've laid out. And this Gantt chart spans throughout the year from January to December, where for the first 3 months, we'll be focusing on creating the agreement forms, planning out the shortly meetings, and creating feedback channels where employees can anonymously send out their grievances or their challenges that they face at work. And the aim of all this is to create a way where the management can understand more what the staff are going through and find out ways that these challenges can be solved. And at the end of the year, we'll be running some leadership trainings and some professional certifications for staff. And these trainings and certifications have proven to encourage staff to stay in the company, basically staff retention, because most employees believe that when the company invests in their growth, in their career, it shows that the company is interested in them. And this also has shown that more workers stay in the companies where they are being appreciated. And this is a summary budget for all our strategies. It's a total of £134,000, and where most of the budget lies in the same staff training and certifications. And for a staff of about 50, we've created the training certification budget for about 1,500 for each of the employees, which spans out to around 110. This is where most of our budget lies in. And here are some references that would back up our claims and strategies. Thank you very much.